Hi everybody, this is a video just to very quickly show you how to bring in all the boxes in the range of SVGs to cut 8-sided boxes which vary in height. So you've got the tallest one will take a wine bottle and the smallest one is just 5 centimeters high. Don't think I really need to show you them all. I'll see if anything springs to mind as I do it. So I'll bring the wine bottle box in first. So there it is. This is quite a tall box, obviously, and because it takes a heavy load in a wine bottle, the glue tabs at the bottom are really quite long, so you can put plenty of glue on there and really get them secured to the base nice and strongly. You get a PDF of instructions to show you how to build the box. This video is just to show you how to take it through Design Space. So as usual, when you bring in any cut file SVG that's got score lines, your first job is to convert those lines that come in as cuts but actually need to be scores. We can't set them to come in at scores, they need converting when you bring it in. And with my SVGs, they always live in this second line down in your layers panel. If there were more than one piece in this SVG, that would be a group, just like this group is here for the cut pieces. But because there's only one set of scores, it's just there on its own. So you just select that second line down. You can see it, select it on screen, and you go over to your operations menu and choose score from the drop down list, and they get converted to dashed score lines. No need to ungroup because there's just that one set, but you do need to click on the group underneath it, which has the two coloured cut pieces in it, and ungroup those. And you do, as usual, need to do that third ungroup for the whole SVG. Okay, so now everything's a separate piece on screen. You need to attach these score lines to the main box. The quickest way to do that is to click on screen somewhere near the piece and just drag a box that touches the scores and the cut piece, and it selects them, and you can just attach it. And then when you move that, it all moves together. No scores on the little base piece, of course. So let's press make it and see what paper we need. Longest I've got is A3, so I would choose A3. This box just fits on a sheet of A3. You must have the long mat for this project. And then you would need another piece for the base. You'll see in the instructions that when I made one of my boxes, I actually cut it out of a different colour of card because I knew you wouldn't see it really, and I didn't want to use another whole sheet of the beautiful card that I'd cut the actual box out of. But if you were making multiple copies of these, maybe you could just step that up. Let's have a look. Step that up on an A4 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You probably get 8, won't you? Let's see. Oh, it's done the whole thing. Never mind. Let's just get rid of that for a minute. See how many bases you could get on an A4. Have you noticed that Design Space is putting everything on the biggest mat it can at the moment? That's a bit strange, isn't it? But yeah, look, I think you'll probably get, let's do 6 first. Yeah, you won't get 8, you get 6 on an A4. So if you're making multiple copies, you will get 6 on an A4. So that's it for that one. I'm not going to make it, so I'll delete everything. Now I'll bring in maybe the littlest one. This is the one that's 5 centimeters high. This is a little bit different because, as you can see, excuse me, this is a single piece file because it's so small that I could actually join the base onto the bottom of the box and just save you that one join when you come to assemble it. So as usual though, you need to click on that second line down in the layers panel to select the lines that need converting to scores. Once you've selected that, again go to your operations menu and choose score. And now because this is just a single piece file, you just need to select the whole thing and attach it. You don't need to do any ungrouping. And this box will actually cut from a single piece of A4. Don't think, let's just check something here. Don't think you'll get... No, you won't. That's way bigger, isn't it? I was just wondering. Yeah, it's miles away. Yeah, so A4 is your most economical cut there. You'd need a sheet of 12 by 12 as well. You would get... Let's just see. Oops, a daisy. Just spin that one round. Interlock that in there. Or just align them like that for now. That's 333. Yeah, it's way too big. Yeah, you won't. I was wondering if you'd get 3 on an A3, but you won't. But you will just get 2 straightforward on an A3. So that's that one. That's the littlest one. Um, is there anything else unusual to show you? They all behave in roughly the same way. So you've got the bottle box is 30 centimeters high. That's the actual cavity of the box. It's not including the actual fastening at the top. The next size box is 25 centimeters tall. So that's that one. Let's have a look at that one because there was one of them where I did something when I sent it to print. So again, second line down in your layers panel, convert it to scores, and then the second group underneath that, ungroup it, and then the whole thing, ungroup it. And then just attach the scores to the main box piece. So have a look how big that is. I think when I cut this, no, we'll just leave that there for now. I think I just try and save space. Yeah, I did it with that one. So let's just, before I do that, let's just send it to cut. So if you choose A3, it puts the box on an A3 and it leaves that there. And I don't think you can move it, but I'll just see if you can. So we'll drag that right down and I'll go to here, click on the 3 dots, say move, and I'll pop it on there. Let's just see if it will allow me to. I don't think it will. Right, I'm going to go back. Yes, okay. So that is now, I mean, you might not be fussed about this, but I just like to try and make the most of the paper I've got and waste as little as I can. I'm just going to zoom into that and make sure that's positioned as well as it can be. Right. Select everything and attach it. So when you send it to make it, now that can't split. It's going to stay in the layout I want. But you can see that it won't let me choose A3, but it definitely will cut from A3. So what I would do here is I would use the large mat as usual. I would put A3 on as usual, and I might just drop it a couple of millimeters away from that very top edge there, just to make sure I've got the extra bit of play at the bottom. And then that will cut from A3, the whole box from a single sheet of A3. So that one was the second one down from the bottle box. And I think everything else is just fairly straightforward. If you're cutting the others, think about interlocking the lid within the design to try and save money if you're trying to fit it on a certain size piece of paper. If you've got any more questions when you come to make it, don't hesitate to get in touch. The links for Etsy and Facebook are in the description below. And if you've just stumbled across this video and you'd like to buy the SVG, the link to do that is also in the description below. Thanks a lot. Bye.